Good day, I am Jamie Lizeth Padilla Jimenez. I am going to talk about the lesson plan that I designed for sixth grade students. The lesson plan is the social science. The estimated time is 2 hours. The skill developed are listening, speaking, reading, and writing. The topic is the democracy. The content are democracy as lifestyle and form of the government, types of the democracy, form of the democratic participation, assessments of tolerance and respect for difference. The general objective is identify the importance of the democratic government system for the defense of the sovereignty of the people through speech and mechanisms of the citizen participation. Specific objectives. Listing the characteristics and tips of democracy, the assess its importance in the development of nations. Recognizes the values that life in democracy implies. Recognizes democracy as a lifestyle and form of the government, respect and commitment. Differentiates the mechanisms of the participation in a democracy to implement practice and values in their cross context. Materials are video, PowerPoint slides, learning games, board, color markers, bond paper, and notebooks. Introduction. Students are present with an image from which the teacher asks some questions in order to know their pronoun with respect to the subject and capture their attention. Simulate nouns, some case word and the subject of word are identified that will be passed around the board. Developments. Explanation of the concept of democracy, the characteristic, types of democracy, principle and form of participation with the videos and slides prepared by the teacher. Elaboration of a conceptual map of democracy in a group and consignment in the student notebooks. Practice. The first, development of the learning games in a group of 3 students. The games contain activities on completing a sentence, relation word to the concept, observing, imagining, and posturing them, problematic question for their answer and argumentation, and other activities. 2. Elaboration of a poster that motivates the good practice of democracy with respect and responsibility. Independence practice, individual practice, critical analysis and understanding from a story related to the topic. 2. Socialization of the activities in an exchange of ideas thrown around the table. Closure. The first reflection of one was learning during class using a self-assessment format. A second activity to do at home with your family as a practice of democracy. In conclusion, through the lesson plan and that I carry out confirm the importance of the planning in pedagogical practice because this allows the teacher that analyze in the first instance the group of the students. When you want them to learn, analyze to the viable resource according to the learning styles, have the material for the class ready in advance, prepare the explication of the topic very well, and the most appropriate activities so that the student understand the topic and acquire new knowledge. The lesson plan allows for forensic difficulties that can be solved in time and to be avoid the adequately carry out the planning activities. Also make our one reflection of the fulfillment of the proposed and make improvements if necessary. Finally, I want to thank my tutor and the classmates for their contribution for helping me to improve every day. Thank you. Bye-bye.